day. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL Madden League Season 1-1-2023 Week 1-5 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. He was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different and is going to knock him off his game?
But first down, Hurts looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. The Eagles hit 12-1 now to start play, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he hedges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken to the 7-yard line. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-2-2-0-2-3 Week 1-5 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
How much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 6 now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the air now with Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Week 1-5.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step
Philadelphia
deal.
Eagles
Boom, put his foot in the
1-2-1
ground
Seattle
and got
Seahawks
inside for the
7-6.
pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Accelerating, and off he goes. DK Metcalf, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice.
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're select.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
3rd down and 13. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touch, kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba.
Week 1-5 Houston Texans 1-9 Tennessee Titans 1-6 final.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second down, here's Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. Next, we'll head up to Las Vegas. Check in on the Raiders at home in Allegiant Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Josh Jacobs, an afternoon to remember. 4 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get you to
Week
Charlotte,
1-5
North
San
Carolina.
Francisco
Check on the
49ers
Panthers
4-5
at
Arizona
home
Cardinals
at Bank of America
2-9
Stadium.
final.
And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Desmond Ridder, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory.
Week 1-5 Dallas Cowboys 1-0 Buffalo Bills 3-1 final.
We welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now Geno on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Smith and Jigba in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Walker now on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Geno now to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Again, that's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw here. It fights him off. Flush to his right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Smith. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for a situation.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Gino. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 25-yard line.
Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Smith now to throw. Oh, eluding the tackle.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Gino is going to get this complete to Walker.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith on first down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
51 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here's 1st down. Smith's going to throw it.
Powering forward. This is the tight end fan. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.